All right, world. Welcome back to another episode of the Power of One podcast with Jeff Ingram. I'm so excited to be here. We have another very, very special episode today. I'm more than excited. I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic about our conversation today that y'all get to be in on with the very, very, very special person. But before we get into that, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, iCreate Inc. International. Listen, if you are a family-oriented or kingdom-driven leader, entrepreneur, business owner, and you are struggling, or somebody on your team is struggling to maintain their role professionally at your organization, as well as maintaining a healthy personal life, you need to reach out to iCreate at www.icreateleadership.org for an array of holistic solutions to help you and your team and everybody win. All right. With no further ado, we're going to get into our episode for today. I thank you guys, everybody that's on live. This is a very special one because, again, we're doing it live as well so that people can see it. We have a very, very, very special guest on with us today. In fact, our guest is the renowned, let me introduce myself. My name is Jeff Ingram. I'm your host. Suspense. You like how I build that suspense? I'm your host, Jeff Ingram. And today, for this episode, I want to introduce the very incredibly talented, multi-talented singer, songwriter, worship leader, artist, Miss Shalindria Lott. Welcome, Shalindria, to the Power of One podcast. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
Hey, I'm great.
Hello, everybody.
Y'all say hey to her.
What my this older guy at my church says in TV land.
Yeah. In TV land, internet land, YouTube land, everywhere land. Thank y'all. Look at Shalindria. Look at her. She blinged out.
Yeah, I had to try to do something. I just got work, and so I had to come do something because I was looking like work.
Hey, that's a great thing. That's a great thing. That's actually one of the great reasons why we have you on the show, why we are having this conversation, because you about this life. What I mean by about this life is, hey, you are growing in your craft and your gift and your business, but you are also working, you're raising a family and everything like that. So your story, your experiences, I know they are going to be so valuable to everybody that always listens to the podcast. So I'm excited that you're here. And y'all see, yeah, y'all see she got off work and she's looking blinged out right now.
I tell you, 10 minutes.
Wow. So this is for you guys that don't know. For those that don't know, Miss Shalindria, would you introduce yourself, Miss Shalindria? Let the world know who you are.
Hi, I am Shalindria, singer, songwriter, mother of 5. I just work. Yes. I got a concert coming up August 5th. It's been 12 years since I've done anything concerning music, concerning my own music. Like I always sing and do different things for everybody else, but I just felt led in my heart this year to seize the moment and stop saying one day I want to do that and just do it. So that's me in a nutshell. That's all.
Yeah, that's good. She gave you a nutshell version. She's so modest. That's so nice that she's so modest. So I had the honor of meeting Shalindria. Oh man, it was like once upon a time, and a very special time, a unique time in my life. And our families, we were kind of identical at that time. Mm-hmm. And it was a very unique, identical trait that we had. We both had 5 kids. Mm-hmm. And we were living in a duplex. Mm-hmm. And so a duplex with 2 families with both of 5 kids. So 10 kids in the house, everybody musical in the house. And it was not the ideal situation that we would like to have thought on the outside, but look where we at right now. Mm-hmm. It's very special to know you. You guys, when I tell
neighbors for life.
My neighbors for life. We don't even live in the same neighborhood, but this is my neighbor forever. So that's how we greet each other. It's amazing. Like you said, you're a mother of five. Most people can't say they're a mother or parent of over three. So, as a mother of five and a singer, songwriter, and a worship leader, she's an artist. Like she sings literally everywhere. Matter of fact, you guys that were part of the Power One conference, the ninth annual, she was there. Y'all remember? Y'all recognize her hair was a little different. You know how the women y'all put the hair up. She was an amazing part of that. She helped open up that event. But talk to the world a little bit about kind of how the journey has been for you, because it's a very unique journey. I know it hasn't been easy.
No, it has not been easy. I'm trying to figure out, where do you want me to start?
Go where you feel led. How did you get into this space?
That's a good question. But God has just been with me through every step of the way. As I know people say that in cliche, but I literally know God to be God. And one thing about God is he gets you to a place where, okay, you think you know me right here. Let me show you something else I can do. And then I'm going to show you something else. So once we get to that point when we feel like we know God, he shows us a different side. We see him as the healer. We see him as the deliverer. We see him as the ever-present help. The things that we say and proclaim him to be in our lives, we actually see those things come to fruition. And the journey of my life, I would say the real journey started after maybe 2018.
Okay.
Just kind of getting it. I went through the phase of having my family and the children and coming up in ministry, and didn't really know who Shalindria was. And every day is a journey. Every day is I'm learning something new about myself. I'm trying not to be stuck in my ways, because the older you get, you kind of do get stuck in your ways, and you don't really be open to listen to other aspects and ideas. I'm learning on my job, but that's neither here nor there. But learning who Shalindria is has been a journey, and I'm enjoying the journey, because I'm finding out who I am and what I like and what I really want to do and what really lies within me, and just tapping into what God has in my life. And for the past 2 years, it just feels like, I don't know if my imagination is very vast. When I think of downloading, I literally see like the strings of light downloading inside of like a modem or like a computer. Yeah. And that's how I feel like God has been downloading in me every single day, even the times where I'm just quiet and I don't really say anything, or just through conversations with different people, or just thinking throughout the day. It's like he's always talking, always speaking, and just really showing me a different side of him and showing me a different side of myself. And through this journey, I'm grateful for the past, and I'm grateful for the present, and I know that God, he has my future.
I love it. That's great. Well, tell me, so you're a singer, right? How long have you been singing?
I've been singing. I found out that I could sing in 6th grade, but I was singing before that, but I didn't really think about, I can sing a little bit until maybe then.
Okay.
I don't know why. In kindergarten, I don't know how I got the solo for the graduation. But I ended up having to sing "This Land Is Your Land" for my 5th grade graduation. Not 5th grade, but kindergarten graduation. Okay. And my parents were so proud, and I'm just standing there like, I look back on them like, how did I get that? But I must have been singing, and somebody heard me. Then a little bit as I got older, I started singing with my aunts at their church, and music just ran through our family. Okay. I come from a line of singers, musicians, carpenters, architects. Really, really talented, God-favored and God-fearing people. And I was different. I didn't sound like anybody in my family. I A lot of them say I sound like my Aunt Gladys, but I never got a chance to meet her. She passed
Oh.
away before I was born. Um, but I got a lot of singing from my mom's side. My dad, he sings. He did a lot of quartet type of music when he actually found out he can actually sing, because he didn't grow up in church. He started going to church, and that's when he found out. And then, like, when we were coming up, they would give him all the John P. Key songs and the Rance Allen type songs, because that's the style that he sings. And it's like, y'all gotta hear him. He's good.
That's all like my dad. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just, I just grew up around music, and my dad introduced me to a great foundation in music. The Winans, the Hawkins, Fred Hammond, John P. Key, all of, Witness. A lot of people that we don't really like listen to. Nobody know about Witness like that, but Witness was,
I know about Witness.
Pretty good.
Yes.
Lisa Page, that lady right there.
Yeah.
And I listened to all these different artists growing up, Clark Sisters, Pace Sisters, and it just fueled the singer in me. And I sometimes, when I write on the style of what I listened to growing up. So.
So you gave some names. You dropped some names. You dropped some names of people. And so we got, offline, we know we have the same favorite singer and same favorite song in the whole world, which is very, very rare. But we got the same favorite song in the whole world. But and I grew up in a home very similar. And it was always music going on in the house. My dad, he was a singer out this world. He did anytime at church it was a John P. Key song or a Timothy Wright song.
Oh yeah,
something like that, or some kind of commission song, something like that. Winans, but it was always some of that music going on in the house. So, yeah, you can tell the world who our favorite singer is. You could. I don't want this.
Fred Hammond.
Let's go.
I found out that I was a big fan of Fred when I used to hear him with Commission, and they were singing "'Tis So Sweet," and that was just like, I listened to that song like the other week, like last week, and just kept listening to it on repeat. And I was just like, this is when I'm recapturing that moment when I actually fell in love with his voice. And I know a lot of people are like, why do you like Fred? He's nothing like on your style. I like his writing. I like his approach. I like his vision concerning relationship with God. It's different. He introduced that to gospel music. Like Commission really came in and changed the game, because they couldn't wear. I remember hearing a video with him and this guy named Kev on stage. Yeah, you couldn't wear no blazer with no jeans in church. Right. They said they used to get like ridiculed for doing that. And I said, I had no idea. That's the normal thing now in church. But a lot of the older artists really paved the way for a lot of us. We don't have it as hard, but we still have our different battles, things that we can't talk about behind the pulpit or in the pulpit that the world is trying to shut us out on. But they really paved the way. And I just really, it's like every album that I would just listen to all the time, especially Pages of Life 3.
Yes. Let's go.
My favorite album is Something About Love. Yeah. Favorite song of all time by Fred is Closer Walk.
Yeah.
I love that song.
We're going to sing a little bit for them so they can hear our favorite song. I'm putting you on the spot. That's our favorite song in the whole world, y'all. Trivia question. It's going to come back up some point in time. This is our favorite song.
I think I know a little bit, because I'll be singing it, and sometimes you think you know the words, even though you've heard the song a million times. Just a closer walk with thee, for your love will make the difference in me. Mm-hmm. In me, there's no place I'd rather be than beneath your wings of serenity. That's it.
Yeah. Woo, I told you I could sing. And you put the little in. Thank you. You just made my whole day. I was waiting for the interview so I didn't tell you I was going to ask you the sing, but you sang and you did it perfect. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So yeah, y'all gotta go get Something About Love. Fred Hammond came out in like 2004, but that was even that album for me. That was the first album, gospel album that I purchased consciously.
Oh wow!
Because that's when I really got serious about like walking with God, not like religious, not like play, but I was like, and my dad listened to Commission, Fred Hammond, and all that. And I remember I was in Walmart, like, I had just thrown away my whole CD wallet. I had the big, this is 2004. This is when we had CD wallets with 8 sleeves in there.
Everywhere.
I'm talking about, I had the big, thick one, and my friends was like, yes, man, 95 slots. And I would have both sides with 2 CDs in both sides because I was like a music head for real. But that was all my secular music. And I had just went through this weird thing. My friends thought I had a breakdown because I threw away all my music. So I have no music. And I went to Walmart. I was like, you know what? Oh, Fred Hammond got a CD. And I remember it was that brown case. I was like, I can't really go wrong with Fred Hammond CD. And Something About Love was that CD.
With the guitar.
And I listened to that song, that CD over and over and over and over and over again. But then when I heard that song, that's track number 9 on there, y'all that knew about CDs, Closer Walk, that was the one.
Yeah.
That was the one. And I would listen to it and listen to it and listen to it and listen to it. I would listen to that CD so much it was skipping. And then one day on Instagram, she was playing it on Instagram. I said, what you doing sharing that song on Instagram? She said, that's my favorite. And so we neighbors and we like the favorite, got the same favorite. Hey, you know.
Yeah, I love Fred. I listen. My daughter told you the other day, she said she listened to him every day. So they know when they get in my car, they're gonna hear Fred somewhere, or Molly music, or I listen to a lot of Molly music. Fred Hammond.
Molly's dope. Shout out to Molly.
Yes, love.
Yeah.
I like male voices opposed to, I like female voices too, but it's just, I don't know, it's different.
It is different. Well, y'all heard a piece of her singing, her voice, even her tonality is not really like a high register. It's like right in that like upper medium range. It's just wait till y'all hear her music. Wait till y'all, matter of fact, let's talk about music. Let's talk about this music. So you have a new project coming out. And talk to us about this project that's coming out. Talk to the world. You already told me about it, but talk to the world about this project.
All right, without giving away too much of the details, I have a new single called "Never Gave Up," and it's just it's hard to like explain it without giving it away because a lot of people can think of it in their own perspective, but I want to hear from my perspective and my experience. So you have to just be there to actually get the concept without me giving it away too much and then be like, oh, okay, that's all right. But it just came from a place of just going through situations and not really knowing what the end result was going to be. And it's amazing how we plan and we set goals, but we don't think about the journey on how to get there or what we have to face or if you'll get discouraged. And it's just like, only thing I can really think about when it comes to that, how Jesus, he was in the garden, but he saw us. And it's like, he sowed the seed to make sure that he made a way for us. And it's like, when we go through our situations in life, we got to realize it's not for us, it's for somebody else. His seed of dying on the cross for us has gone out to generations and generations, and it's still happening to this day. Like his seed is still growing. So the situations that you face in your life is not for you, it's for generations to come, generations to come, and generations to come. So your story and your life and your sacrifice is for somebody else. So when you have that concept of knowing that where you are is it's not a bad place. It's not a bad thing to be the why me? Why not you? Like, why not? No one can carry the power that you have but you. And no one can tell your story like you can. So never gave up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you left me. You left. There's a cliffhanger there. See, she didn't even let me hear the song, all of the song. She let me hear a piece of the song, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
I don't know why I haven't let y'all hear the song, but yeah, we'll let y'all hear it that night.
Yeah, we're gonna hear it.
It's like literally like, let's just go ahead and wait. Since you done waited this long, just go ahead and one more week.
Yeah, one more week. Speaking of one more week. So Shalindria, you are working on a single, and so to commemorate this single, there is a project. There's a concert that's coming up, and I'm honored that you invited us to be a part of this project, to work with you on this event, gathering of people, and you talk to them about this concert.
Well, I have a concert August 5th. I am super excited about it. The
Yes.
closer we get is like, I don't know. I don't have that feeling. I'm just let's go. Let's go ahead and not get it out the way, but let's do it. We've been talking about it like literally all year. But I have my friend Tawanda Jefferson, who's gonna open. I'm telling you, this lady right here is powerful. She gonna set the tone, like literally. This lady is, y'all need to hear her preach. Y'all gonna hear a little bit. To those who just gonna come to the concert, this girl is good. Then I have my friends, Unknown Lyric. They're gonna kind of keep the intermission part flowing with the violin and the acoustic guitar.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a nice vibe as we go see and like kind of visit the vending tables.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my QR code so y'all can give y'all little donations and stuff because we still taking donations.
Absolutely.
But it's just gonna be a nice vibe the whole night. The whole night, I want to say, especially the second half, it's going to be a journey. A little bit of my journey, captivated in 4 songs and 3 songs.
Okay.
So the first half, I'm going to be doing some of my favorites, and then the second half is going to be my personal songs. So we're gonna get in and out. I promise you, it ain't gonna be long. In and out. I know how people are in church. We go everywhere else. I ain't throwing shots, but we go everywhere else and don't care nothing about the time. But I'm being considerate. But the Holy Spirit have His way. He's just gonna have to have His way. But we're gonna have a good time in the beginning. I have dancers. I have, like I said, the violinist. I have an acoustic set that I'm going to do with 2 male vocalists. I'm giving away a lot of information. So it's gonna be,
give away all the goods. Give away all the goods
it's
so
gonna
they
be
know.
exciting. It's gonna be exciting, and I'm just excited to see all of it just come together. And I really, 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 most importantly, just want to share my story and just show, not me showing, but like let God just like, yeah, okay, this is what I've been wanting to speak through you. So, because I don't know who's going to be there. I don't know who God is going to use me to speak to that night. But I'm in expectation, and I just feel the presence of God. I'm just in expectation of healing because I sense that more in that atmosphere. Healing. People want to know what's going on in their lives and all the uncertainties. And it's like, you promised me an abundance of rain, but I don't even see a cloud. It's like, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Now, that's been in my spirit. I'm going to say it the night of the concert too, because it ties in with one of the songs. Like, I don't even see the cloud. I don't even see this abundance of rain. I just see
everything
else out of disarray. But I'm telling you from experience, God He's really in control. And I just encourage everybody to just surrender to him. We live in a world, and I heard this sermon with Ty Tribbett. He said he was just saying we never take time to just sit in the presence. Our world is so busy, and it's becoming more and more busier. The more social media, we're trying to just stay on top of our likes, and we're trying to stay on top of our views. But when are we gonna just sit in his presence? It's like, I want to talk to you. And in that space, we're going to hear him speak. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah.
I like to add this component to here. Now, of our guests on this show, on the platform, Shalindria, you're the first gospel artist that we've had on it. But it's very intentional why we wanted to have you on, especially this phase of the show, this phase of our journey, this phase of our mission and assignment.
It's going by so quick.
Yeah. And we kind of talked about it. You guys that were at the Power One conference, we talked about it then, about like our development as people who are leaders, as people that are entrepreneurs, people that are in charge of making choices and decisions that impact other people's lives. Our development is crucial. Our development as an individual is crucial. And there are so many dimensions of who we are that needs to be developed, that needs attention, that needs our intention. And the spirit of who we are, the spiritual side of who we are, is the essence of who we are. And there are so many people who we work with, that we work with indirectly, especially over these past 10 years, that discover are on their journey through life, and the spirit, as the spirit component of their development, it kind of ran into some snags. So if you're looking kind of like at a scale, right, it's other areas, and a lot of people got some areas that are not as developed. The spirit part, if anything else, should be the most important part. And it's unfortunate that a lot of people's idea about their spiritual development has been tainted. Is wrapped in this package of religion and church and whatever denomination that they so happen to grow up in. But no matter where you are, no matter where we're from, we all are spirit, and we all are created by one. And this event, this work that you do in this gathering, we were excited about being a part of it and getting behind it and supporting it, because there are people that need opportunities and spaces to grow spiritually. There's people all over that need to have experiences with God in a spiritual worship setting. And the worship setting don't have to be a church, but hey, we're gonna be at a church for this. And so for you guys that are on this journey, you know God. You know God. I'm not talking to people who don't believe in God. I'm not talking about anything. And you guys know I don't usually even go into this like this. But you guys that know God, you guys that know what it is to have experience with God in the corporate setting with other people, and it may not have been a while, it may not have been recently since you had an experience like that. There's an opportunity coming up for you next week, August 5th, at this concert. Never Gave Up. It's going to be multiple people. You hear Shalindria talking a little bit about it, but I'm telling you, it's going to be an opportunity. You have no clue about who's going to be in the room, what's in store for you in the room. But you don't want to miss this opportunity. I promise you. Like that's what I want to share and put in this, and to bring why we have you on here, Shalindria, why you are a part of this community, and why we're behind you like we are, because there's people that are desperately looking for this kind of opportunity and experiences with God, their creator. So I appreciate you for your journey, for what you have gone through from like you said, when you were in kindergarten, that first song, This Land Is My Land, to where you writing whole songs and arranging songs. This arrangement, listen, y'all that are music heads, like how this woman arranges music, it have you like, what in the world was you thinking? Like, like but for you to stay consistent through all of the pain that you have experienced, all the joy that you experience, all the things that who knows what's going on even in your life right now. You're raising 5 kids, but you are still here. So I want to make sure I commemorate you and salute you, my sister, my neighbor forever, that you're still in this. And it's an honor to be a part of the journey with you. And you guys that are here that are listening to this, whether you listening live or you listen to the recording, I know and hope that you felt some of that I've been feeling in my hands, and she was talking about she was feeling like through this conversation, because there is more for you. And I can't give away the song. I can't give away what I know about the song, but giving up cannot be a part of the equation. Giving up cannot be a part of the equation.
Just got to keep moving forward. It's like anything not growing is dead. And we say a lot. We say it all the time. Sometimes I just feel like, no, I just feel like giving up. I don't even know how to give up, because it's not how. We're not supposed to know how. Not supposed to know.
You're not supposed to know how.
I just
think
yeah.
I'm full right
now for you and your wife.
Oh, neighbor.
I really do.
Man, we thank God for y'all.
I'll never forget. I'm not gonna cry.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say that deal one tear like Mary J. Blige said. I was going through. You already know the word I was thinking about saying, but I ain't gonna say it. And I was sending a message, I thought, to another friend. And end up, me and Nicole were already texting back and forth. And I forgot to change back. And I sent the message to her, and I was just like, and back then, with iPhones, you can go back and unsend now.
Yeah.
None of that.
It's out there.
It's gone. It's gone. And I put on there, I'm sorry, I meant, this to go to somebody else. And she just ministered back to me through text and was like, don't worry, your secret is safe with me. I'm not even worried about exactly what you said in the message. She was just saying, I'm just praying for you. And it's just been a spiritual connection since then. Even before then, it was already divinely set up for us to be there. So
yeah,
that was just a moment that it just so happened to be like, okay. And then we never lost connection after that. And so it was just always there. And I believe that it always will be. And yeah, I'm not going to cry. I believe it always will be like that. And I see stuff like this on TV. Like, I just want those friends that will always be there type stuff.
Yeah.
And I believe in spiritual connections more than just like friends, because people flake. And I'm going to just say that too. People change.
Yeah.
But when you have those that actually know how to face different situations, but yet and still have the love of God and have sense enough to know you're going to go through stuff in life. You're going to go through hard times with people. But at the end of the day, that's just family. We love each other. We hold each other. We cover each other. We pray for each other. And that's priceless.
Oh, man. Priceless is the word. And I'm grateful. And I'm going to give a special shout out to Nicoya, my boo.
She just kept on having all these children. I kept going. I was like, she's done.
She did. Yep, she sure did. She kept on having them kids. She sure did.
I probably would have had 8 by the time I met y'all. if I didn't get my stuff together.
Well, listen, I was
it was
together.
every year.
Hey, it's real out here.
Yeah.
The struggle is real.
After baby girl, I was just like, we're gonna stop this. You know, I wanted 5, and I had exactly what I wanted.
Wow.
2 girls and 3 boys.
Wow. I wanted none.
Wow.
But what God had for me, and Nicole wanted maybe 1. But she was headed towards being an attorney, and so just whatever. But hey, what we had in mind and what the creator had in mind was something totally different.
But it still led you in the right direction. You still need legal stuff for what y'all got going on. You need an attorney.
Yeah, we sure do. A fighter.
Like, I used to play choir rehearsal. That's what we called it, choir rehearsal.
Mm-hmm.
I work with singers and I teach parts. It's like it leads you. It may not be exactly what you thought it was going to be, but you still need it.
Absolutely. Yes, I am honored to be your friend, be considered a friend, to be your neighbor forever. And I'm honored to be able to have you on the show and to be able to talk about and be behind the work that you're doing. And so for you guys that are listening and like, man, they keep talking about this thing. We got to get to the juicy part. Like, how do they get their tickets? Where do they get their tickets at? Because they need to be there.
Eventbrite.com is where you get your tickets. Is it on the iCreate platform?
It is. I'll double check. We just did some revamps. If it's not there when we're recording this, it'll be there by the time it gets out to the world.
Okay.
So iCreateLeadership.org. You go there and the link will go to get your ticket too.
Mm-hmm. You can also go to my page on Facebook, Shalindria Lott at facebook.com, or I think that's how you say it. Just go to find Shalindria Lott. You see my name across the thing so you can spell it, because I tell everybody that's a lot of name to take in.
It is a lot of names, a lot of syllables.
It's 4 syllables long, but I tell anybody, like, they really ask me, why do you go by your name? Or my mama gave me my name. I wasn't supposed to be here. She almost died having me. And she wasn't supposed to have children. She had 3.
Wow.
The world and the odds were against her. She wasn't supposed to be married. And the reason was because she went through a lot of nervous breakdown type stuff. She was my grandmother was having children while her children were having children.
Oh.
So my grandmother had 17 kids, so she was way older. And so there were a lot of different defects that happened that caused a lot of different, things with my mom. So people was like, oh, she's not going to do this, but she's the most powerful one.
Wow.
All 17. She's the baby.
Wow.
And I love my mom.
Oh,
I love her.
Shout out to her mom.
She went through a lot. My dad, I'm not saying like, you got one parent, but it's just like when you grow up and you actually see, she was always quiet, but I didn't know why. I didn't know why until I got older to learn what she actually went through to my parents, period. How they just sacrificed everything that they wanted to do and literally took care of us. Like that's all they did. They went to work, took care of bills. I don't know what it is to have lights off, water off, without no car, no place to stay. I didn't know what that was. I got, I found out later, but we're not gonna talk about that. I'm not gonna talk about that part, but
hey, because you never gave up.
Yep. I was like, wait a minute, this is not the platform that was in front of me, so let me change the narrative. We got a lot of stuff that was just like not what I seen growing up, but yeah. And so I used to go by my nickname. I'm gonna say it online, but it's my home name. And I actually wanted to come out with that name as an artist, but as I got older, I'm like, that's kind of immature. Let me just go by my name. Just my first name is enough. And I take pride in it because I was the only Shalindria until I got on Facebook and found one more.
Oh, really?
Spells it exactly like mine.
Wow.
I'm not saying she the only one, but that's the only. She my friend, and she was like, I thought I was the only one. I was like, I got the most original name ever, and yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, I want to, as we close out this episode, is there any parting words, any final words that you would like to share with those that's listening before we go?
I saw a post this morning that I commented on
Mm-hmm.
from my friend. She said, "What does waiting look like for the believer?" And I put, "You wouldn't leave your waiter a good tip if they stopped waiting on you." And it's like, when we wait on God, we always stop our daily routine. We stop the daily devotion or the daily sacrifice, because I'm just waiting on God. But the thing is, you have to keep doing what you were doing, and you don't know. And God may just blow your mind and just give you the most biggest tip because you didn't stop serving while you were waiting. And so that was waiting for the believer. Just don't stop. Don't stop praising him because you feel discouraged or you don't see what you are praying for, because it may not come how you want it to come or how you think you need it. It'll come just when you need it and the way you need it. I was a waitress before, and there were times I didn't get hardly anything. There were times I would get enough to cover me for the whole week. But the thing is, I had to still do my job. And our job, we have been assigned by God to praise him, to worship him, and to seek him. Not to just sit around here and wait, because he be looking at you like, I'm waiting on you. I'm just waiting on you too. So but that's all I have.
Wow. So while you're waiting, don't stop serving. I heard like that. Be good, because we're supposed to be servants of the Most High. I like that. That's a great note we'll end on. I don't even want to add nothing to that. So I'd like to thank you once again, my sister, my friend, my neighbor, Shalindria, for coming on here for this episode of the Power of One podcast. With all that you have going on, you made time to be on this episode, and I had a great time. I almost cried, but I didn't cry.
Y'all that's listening, have been almost crying every Zoom meeting.
I know, man. I don't know. This is so weird for me. This don't really be happening like that. So yeah, this is a new experience for me. They don't usually pull that out of me working with people. So, but I'm gonna tell you, I appreciate you pulling it out of me, even though you don't try to pull it out of me. But the experience, and I appreciate what's gonna happen on August 5th at 6 p.m. Everybody, make sure you go get your tickets, please, right now, immediately. Matter of fact, if you listen to this after the event, still go. We'll update the link there to where, because we're going to actually record the concert, so you'll be able to go back and listen to it as well and still get the experience. So listen, no matter what, no matter who you are, if it's 2045 when you're listening to this, go get your ticket. Go. You need to be a part of this experience. Never gave up. You need to get the single. You need to follow Shalindria on Facebook, on Instagram. You need to, especially if you need someone that can help you get into that space of worship and connecting with your creator. Listen, she's been created to do it. She has been doing it for years and years and years. And I'm honored and I'm excited to know her and to have her have impacted my life and my worship experience with God. So I thank you. Thank you so much for being here, Shalindria.
You're welcome. I also am a vocal arranger. I love doing background stuff. Like if you got anybody got any projects that they're working on and they need someone to help arrange, I love to do that.
She is so nasty. She is so nasty at that. Y'all musicians, that's musician's term. of nasty.
Yeah.
Not y'all other nasty folks kind
I'm
of
thinking
nasty.
about when you heard the song in the car. You was like, how long ago was this?
Yeah, I was like, what?
So it was like 12 years ago. I remember doing one of my daughter's hair in the kitchen. I was like, all right. And I said, I gotta go write this and I'm gonna come back.
Yeah, we got to hear it through that wall. We got to hear them arrangements through the wall. They was working. We would be working with our kids on music. They work like it was amazing. But yeah, wait till y'all hear. That's like, what in the? How did that come up to your head? She's a ranger. Listen, if y'all need help, if your churches need help, if your praise team is not tight, listen. Y'all need to holler at her.
Yeah.
Y'all need to holler at her. Y'all gonna hear from her a lot more. She's gonna be a part. She is a major part of the iCreate community. And so listen, yeah. So with no further ado, I want to let y'all go. Again, thank y'all for joining us for another episode of the Power of One podcast. Thank you, Shalindria, for being a part of the show tonight. Thank you for inviting us, and we invited the whole world to come be a part of the Never Gave Up concert on August 5th. Oh, man. Yes.
We here, literally.
We here. We ain't going nowhere. Like Diddy said. Diddy's still here. He ain't going nowhere either. So again, this episode was brought to you by iCreate Inc. International. Again, the ultimate training and consulting agency for purpose-driven, family-oriented entrepreneurs and leaders. We can help you. I promise we can. So go check us out at www.icreateleadership.org. Otherwise, I'm out of here. This is Jeff Ingram, Shalindria. Peace out. We love y'all.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye-bye.